your volume will make me feel like I'm not welcome in your space. That's what I'll feel.
Yeah.
The problem is not your phone. The problem is that this environment is not conducive for me. Are you sending me a message?
What irritates you in the office also, you'll also bring it back home.
Yes.
You'll see it at home even worse.
Worse.
Smaller petty ones.
From
that are closer to you.
From somebody who kisses you.
Yeah, they're closer to you than
somebody who
that.
you sleep with.
Yeah. So bad. It's so interesting. If you find people who contend, they're always looking for what other thing can they do to irritate, to annoy, to to get into your nerves. What's the next thing they can do? Bad. An opportunity comes to do offense, not to them. I mean, not offense, content. An opportunity for them to irritate, to get into your nerves. That's a golden moment for chance for them. It's so sad because everyone else is seeing it. And sometimes they're doing it thinking that they're amusing their peers, or they look as if they look as if they're cool. Yeah, because now they're like, wait and see what I see, and they'll make sure you see what they're doing. So yeah, sometimes it's unfortunate that people who like content, and that's what they like contending. That's why it says those contentions, small things, they build a castle, bars of castles, and above castles around which you have been locked in. They are high. You see how high those bars are.
Yeah.
You cannot even climb them. They're sharp. They are sharp pointed. You can never crawl over them. Yeah. And this is what it says. It locks you in. Yeah, as you said it was like a barrier in between.
Yeah.
You can't see the other person.
Yeah.
Because now we are contentious. We start contending. We start. Is it your way? Is it my way? We are all pulling from side to side. I'm coming. I'm finding you in the middle of the thing. I'm pulling you in this other direction.
Very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Even for children. And in some of those relationships, the thing that keeps them together, you find it's just the children.
Yeah.
Once the children grow and leave the house, these people just separate.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
When the children are in between, they've been played there as, so you contend with the children.
Yeah.
So and your children are so innocent in their innocence. They'll pick these things. They'll know in a contention, always mom is on my side. The other knows dad is always on my side. I know how to, if it's this story, if I want this way, I know where to go. This mommy will be on my side. Yeah, so we contend. Why are you doing that? Why are you allowing children to be there? Why are you allowing that point? Why did you allow him to go that way? You should not shut up. And you're like, but no, let their children, let them be. We're contending.
So it's not a good thing for parents to argue in front of the children.
Yeah.
Even argue about the children in front of them. They should not hear what you're saying, because what happens is that they absorb. You see, there's the nature-nurture principle, that now they're being nurtured in this quarrelsome environment, and they can see dad is never on my side. They start building hatred towards their father, and it is not a good thing. So it is good, whatever it is, however you're handling your conflict.
So unfortunately, mostly the dads who are never on the side of the children.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's a dad with a daughter. Dad with daughters, or maybe probably both of them are shown on TV, but I know the daughters who their dad is their hero, and that dad will always do what the daughter says. you'll always be on the side of the daughter, so that even you find the mom cannot even say anything.
Yeah.
The mom has nothing to say about that daughter. Basically, and Baka, you find even she's now in the picture more than the mother.
Yeah. It's risky.
Yeah.
It's risky. Remember, this girl will one day be married.
Yes.
She will be somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
And, you're going to be left with your wife.
Oh, you'll be left with your wife, yes.
With your wife, and she will go and become somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
So you need to stick to your wife. Stick to your husband.
Yeah, they're saying these are offenses to keep being piling up.
Yes, they'll pile up.
It will look like, no, but for me, I'll argue and say, but these are children. But it's not just children.
No, true. It's not just children. You chose, like I was saying, you choosing your movie.
Yeah, they're like
looks like a small issue.
Yeah, but
now what about even the children? Yeah. It's
so when it's the two of you now the reality kicks in.
Yes.
So the first thing you remember, you always remembering, you always be feeling the place where you have settled. After seeing all that, all those years as a child, the babies that has been put in front, all those years, and eventually you'll settle in somewhere where you're fitting. You're fitting because you can't go out of the house.
Yeah.
Now you're fitted in that spot. For me to get you out of that spot would be crazy.
Nearly impossible.
Nearly impossible. Because how will I start explaining to you? And then I see, you're doing this because the child is gone.
The child is gone. Yeah.
I'll ask you to stay there you are.
Yeah.
And work it out. Do what you wanted to do. So you wanted that. It will be hard.
It will be hard. I think what we are saying is, regardless of the issues, whether it's a small issue or a big issue, whether it's an issue that is brought by in-laws, sometimes family can bring issues, always choose your partner. Yeah, because remember, if you got married in church, you were taken, to the front, and your parents stepped away. Your siblings were seated ukombali. They were not even anywhere. They were not included in the vows even. The covenant is between man and wife. It's not between man, wife, parents, siblings, children. No. Even as we got married, we had children, but they were not included in the vows. They are not included. It's me and you. And so whatever we have issues, we have to separate the issues and remember to choose.
Remain together. Be it me and you, naked. See me as I am, see you as you are. Where else, everyone else cannot see me and you naked. We and you should see yourself naked. We should be that vulnerable to each other. Keep away the distractions. Just be the two of you. That will keep you level, level-headed and even level. You'll know this is my equal. It's only the two of you are equals.
Yes.
The rest are none is equal to you.
Yeah, true. A child cannot be equal to the parent.
None, whichever. The sibling, the siblings, the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, they're non-equals.
They're non-equals.
The equal two people here is you and your wife, you and your spouse.
Probably someone is out there thinking, these people, the way they're talking, they don't have children. They don't have teenagers. They don't know what they're talking about. So remember, we are blending a family. Yeah, we have a teenager, we have a preteen,
we have an adult.
We have an adult child, and we have an 8-year-old. So we have an adult, a teenager, a preteen, and an 8-year-old. So look at the dynamics. And we're blending this family. So I think we will create time to now start talking about parenting. How challenging blending the family, the dynamics, and how we are still able to work to have a healthy relationship. In spite of all this. In spite of everything else, really not wanting to work. Because there's some other things.
Elements, some other forces are pulling asunder.
serious resistance. Yeah, serious resistance, but there's still a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that could have come in between us.
Yeah.
And, seriously, like,
Yeah.
worked on
Against,
us in the negative, against, but we decided to remember that we are one.
Yeah.
It's us.
It's me and you.
It's me, and it takes a lot to get there. It just takes maturity. It takes God. It takes personal, like, you need to know yourself. Even if there are all these struggles, you need to know who you are, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and just be sober as a person. Be sober, because if you don't bring soberness, if both of you are not sober and there are issues, you will not look at them with clarity. You'll not even be able to see the way out, if there is any, of which there is.
There is.
There is a way out.
Actually, all these things have a way out.
They do.
Scripture says, it's 1 Corinthians 5, is it 1 Corinthians 5, that no temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man.
That's a good one, because you might be going through something that you're thinking is unique.
No.
That you're the only one in the world who is going through it.
Going through it.
Find someone, talk to, and you will realize.
Yeah.
There are many people who are.
Unfortunately, for those who go all this extreme and they commit suicide, they always think they're the only ones who are going through what they're going through. The Bible reminds us that we go through the same thing that the whole family of faith in the world goes through.
Yeah, true.
That what we are going through here as born again believers family. Our same guy in China
is going through
who's born again, is going through and is blending. He's going through the same. The same. That's
why you can relate with a movie.
That's
why you can relate with a Facebook post. That's why you can relate. Because
they're speaking of exactly what you're seeing.
We're humans. We have human problems.
Yes.
But we remember that we have been empowered. We have been empowered.
We're not like ones who have no help.
Yes. And we have an advocate. We have a mediator.
If we fall on the wrong side, we have an advocate.
We have an advocate. And
we have a guide.
We have the guide, the Holy Spirit. Our helper. I know when we are going through whatever, you're probably just praying, asking the Holy Spirit. For me, I'm also on this side, just praying, asking God, help me. How do I, which words do I use? How do I speak? Help me move my lips. There's a personal walk. A personal walk with the Holy Spirit. You actually, if you're a person who catches offense, holds on to offense, allows the root of bitterness, unforgiveness, and you're not married, don't get married.
Work those things out first.
Work
yourself and know that.
Yes.
For you to accommodate another person.
Yes.
All these things must go.
If you cannot deal with the person you only meet with for 8 hours job, you cannot stand them. They ruin your week. Don't get married. First of all, deal with that one person. That's your test. You keep praying, God give me a husband, or God give me a wife. And you cannot deal with that cleaner. You cannot deal with that person. You keep saying they are annoying. Deal with that person. That's your test. Once you overcome that, you'll be able to get married. Otherwise, you'll get in, but it's going to, you'll be digging a hole.
Here is everything is multiplied. So this person does not expect you to look at them in that manner, but unfortunately you will do it. You look at them in that manner. What irritates you in the office, you'll also bring it back home.
Yes.
You'll see it at home even worse.
Worse.
One of petty ones.
From somebody
closer to you.
From somebody who kisses you.
Yeah, they're closer to you than
somebody who you sleep with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will annoy you and you'll be like,
How did they end up here?
Yes, how did they? So you need to deal with your attitude.
Yes,
For women, deal with your attitude, deal with your heart, deal with your tongue. If you're the person who mtu akikukanyaga tu kidogo, you start, you open your mouth like a sewer. Forgive me. Yeah.
Did you just say that?
Yes. Yeah, and you the same mouth is going before God saying, Father, give me a husband. Locate my. There is no location. God will not pin you the location of your husband. He is not coming. Yeah. Even men, deal with your last issues. You keep looking at girls' legs all over the place. Just taking mental pictures of women in Instagram and all that, and you're still asking God to help you locate a woman, a wife for you. No pin is going to be dropped at your address. Deal with your last issues. Deal first of all with you before you allow somebody else to come in. Otherwise, those things will be multiplied. You'll start sleeping with the help in the house.
God forbid.
I mean, it's going to be multiplied. So if you're a single person, you have issues, heart issues, daddy issues, siblings issues, be at peace first of all. Yeah. Even if there's no room for physical reconciliation with the people you may have.
You need to make peace with yourself.
With yourself.
And that situation.
Yeah.
Harness that shadow.
Yeah.
Harness it up quite
well. Yeah.
Because you see now you come to marriage. You'll find that it's a place where all these things will have to be tested.
Yes.
Have you been able to harness?
Yeah.
Have you been, because you'll start remembering, you start looking at this person and saying, did I make a mistake? I think that other house is much better than my house. Yeah. It will be tested.
Yeah. Envy. You know how you envy people in the office? You don't want to see covetousness. Go to Galatians 5:20. Summer, the fruits of the Spirit.
Yeah.
If you're lacking in any of them, pause your desire to get married.
Yes.
First of all, develop the
it.
fruit of the Spirit. Work on it genuinely. Yeah, genuine. If you want to have a happy marriage, develop the fruit of the Spirit.
I know when you get to that point and you're like, I have to work this thing, I have to work on it. God honors that decision. And God does not wait for you to manage it, to become a master in it.
No.
He wants to see your decision, your change of mind. Metanoia. He wants to see the mind has shifted.
Yes.
You now don't want that anymore. You want out.
Yeah.
Then he calls you perfect.
Yeah.
He calls you perfect as if you've already managed.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's when now these addresses will start, these pins will start to be dropping. Yes. You find it in some in familiar manners. You're getting friendlier, you're getting agreeable, you're letting go easily of things that are not meant to be there. You are overlooking offenses. You'll find yourself becoming in the shape in that way.
Yeah.
Then eventually now how I feel.
Yeah. True. Because I mean, God does not want you to get into a marriage that will end in divorce.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But that is what the enemy would want.
Yes.
The enemy would want you to get into a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. Concealing all your flaws and all your weaknesses. Yeah. Get into it the way you are. Yeah. So that when you get there, break it and break you.
And then
break the other person.
And then then the enemy makes you think you're proving God to be wrong.
Yes, and that marriage is a what?
Is a
scam.
Yeah.
That is the enemy's
agenda. You'll always be telling you, see, God is not true.
Yeah,
he says marriage works.
It doesn't.
It doesn't work. It has yours worked.
So Satan will not oppose you. Ati sijui nyota yako ya ndoa. Hakuna nyota. Hakuna nyota ya ndoa imeibiwa. Yeah, God. Yeah, it's there. And
he'll just play you. He'll use what you are still holding on to. Those fleshly that you say you still hold on to.
Yeah.
You cannot do without. I cannot do without my iPhone. That's where my photos of my previous exes are. I cannot do away with my my tablet, all those things.
My social
But you're
media,
not
I have to
letting.
spy on my enemies.
I have to spy. By that time, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to open a second channel, a second
A pseudo account.
Yeah, to spy. And it's funny. And these people are interested because they come and tell you, hey, do you know what I saw?
Yeah.
Because they spy as if it's a secret. And
Yes.
it's just somewhat they show their lack of self-control.
True.
It's just a place of lack of self-control.
Yeah.
They're really displaying it. So, yeah, the enemy is not stop there.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can to show that marriages doesn't work, because marriage is a picture of the relationship between Jesus and the church. So he's doing everything he can to destroy marriages. Marriage is beautiful regardless of the issues that might come with it. It is beautiful. Those issues come to build.
Yeah.
They don't come to destroy.
No.
So you need to see them as the thorns that are just coming to.
It's the roses and the thorns.
It's the yeah.
Because it's even marriage. I like looking at marriage as a clinic. Most things we call soul, those things that we got from our daddy issues, from issues of life and how you used to when you're growing up, they'll be sorted in marriage. That's why two people who are imperfect come to be made perfect. You come, you learn. Do you know you'll never meet your dad again to make it right?
True.
You never get that opportunity, mom, to make it right. Then let's start living. You brought a person who will have such flaws, and you'll be worked on, because you'll start now seeing this person is a person who can be forgiven. Is a person who can be given a second chance. Is a person who can be given a break. Allow them to be themselves in your space and have no problem with it.
Yeah.
And be cool with it. Then this person now, when the other person now also looks at it the same way, you guys both are healing.
Yeah.
The wounds are being cleaned quite well, and eventually you'll have two perfect people who are following Christ.
Yeah. True. Yeah. True.
It's a clinic. The marriage place is not for two perfect people, for two very broken, imperfect people come together, go the godly way.
Yeah.
Because God is interested in that offspring that shall come from them. They shall also be godly. How? By you instilling the godliness in them, by them seeing how you're living. Yes.
Yeah. So as we finish, just to cement what we are saying is that yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've gone through all these things that have messed you up. But are you willing to heal?
Yes.
Are you willing to change? Because if you get into a relationship and you're not willing, probably you are hurt. It's still in marriage and you are hurt. Maybe your wife hurt you, your husband hurt you while you're still in marriage. Are you willing to heal? Are you willing to work on yourself? Are you willing to work on the relationship so that you can heal and move past the thing that happened? So sometimes when couples are going through conflict, they are unable to help each other because they're too hurt, too broken, and they often might need somebody to come in between. Maybe you don't want to expose yourselves. There are counselors, marriage counselors out there. There are churches that offer free marital counseling. There are marriage therapists that will bill you, but they are good. They can help work with you. So if this is you and you're at a place where you don't even know how you're going to come out of your situation, don't give up. Don't give up. It's not God's will for you to give up. Reach out to us, reach out to somebody, reach out to a friend of marriage, someone whose marriage is working, and someone who would want yours to work as well, someone who is for you. Reach out to them or reach out to us, and we'll be able to walk with you, and help you, because God would want all marriages to work.
Yes.
But not all of them are working because some people are giving up along the way.
Yeah.
Some, and also, like I said, I have been divorced, and there's a time I was single for quite some time.
Yeah.
So I do also work with single men and women. My husband bereaved, and for a while you are a single parent.
Single parent,
yeah. So God has helped us that.
Is it single parent or co-parent?
Single parent.
Oh yeah, so single parenting. I co-parented.
Yeah, you also co-parented. Yeah. So we have life experiences,
Yes.
as I can say. Yeah, we have life experiences that have made us, and God is also helping us. We're not saying we're perfect. That's why we're also sharing a bit of the struggles that we have as we're in a relationship. So we will have some of those, but we choose to talk and overcome, fight, not fight, but just look at the thing that is bringing contention, and we deal with it separately. Not as though I'm fighting you or you're fighting me. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm in a good relationship, and it's possible even for you, if you're desiring to get into a relationship, to get married. It's possible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's possible. Just work on yourself. There's a video I did. Maybe you can go and let me pin it here. You can go and watch it. I talked to single parents, and I was talking about my experience, the things that I went through, how I overcame. So just feel free to go back and watch this video, and I know that God is going to use it, and to use it to help you. Yeah. Any parting shot, babe?
Um, I know we are meant to be a help even at this hour. It never changes that regardless of where you are in life, there's somebody else who's outside there watching. There's somebody outside there, even it's within their own children. They are learning. They are learning a lot. They pick a lot, and they'll always refer back to that. Fortunately, that's where you find things like inner vows, where somebody says, "I'll never do that to my wife," because we learn it from just our own lives and how we are together and how we relate. Therefore, let's watch how you work. Watch that people who are watching. It's never just about you. But walk away from selfishness. Try and accommodate a little more other people. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Share. Click on the notification bell. How about just help us reach 1,000?
Yeah, we can.
We are at 800 something. Just help us get to 1,000 subscribers, and then we push some more to 2,000, and then some more, and then some more. Yeah, so that this can reach many people. We are for marriage, and we want marriages to work. So let's do this. Help us to do this. This is a way that you can help us.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much. God bless you. Let's see you again on the next one.
Ciao.